Hey my good people, welcome back to Southern Lightwork. I've been meditating today and hitting some interesting stuff. It's not actually meant for this reading, but just a reminder that if you don't already, try to make it a part of your routine, even if it can't be daily. Just be amazed what will come to you if you just allow yourself to be still, go within, and listen for messages from Spirit. You might surprise yourself with what you get. So I want to do a love reading surprise. But I want to do something a little different. Let me scoop my little kitty cat back. I want to do the collective and a tarot card, an oracle card, and tarot, oracle, tarot. But I want to do one for the collective, one for your person, whoever's on your mind, with the truth oracle, and for any karmic that's involved. So this might be a person, could be a situation, could be another romantic interest, could be a family member, anything that is karmic to the person that's on your mind. So, I mean, and if they're karmic to your person, they're also karmic to you. It bleeds, right? Like whatever is unhealed or causing stress in their life is causing it in yours. So, all right. So, little distractions. Had to go tend to my mama. So let's thank the Most High God for this opportunity, for this channel, for whatever messages come through, that they be for our highest good and our highest good only, that anything in the lower vibration be redirected back to itself, to turn the mirror on itself and choose to heal, to stay away from the star seeds, from the chosen, from those who are pure in heart with good intentions. Thank you to my ancestors, known and unknown, human and non-human, earthbound and not earthbound, spirits that walk with me, my spirit team, those here with me right now, myself as my own ancestor. I have the utmost gratitude, respect, and love. Let it guide me through this reading with only clear and concise messages for the collective. Anyone listening or watching this video. And so it is. So, for the collective first, got one of my no-name oracles, my NNO. Excuse my bad handwriting. Just trying to label them so I can set them apart from my other decks. I don't know why I just felt the need to check to make sure I'm recording. I'm having some really strong visions and meditations lately, and something to be aware of, I think. And this is not anything unique to me. I think that a lot of people are, aside from the colloquial woke adjective, I think people are waking up. I think some of us have specific roles that we're going to have to play in this awakening, but it needs to happen. It needs to happen. And I'll say this, probably have said it a few other times, but focusing on love is not a distraction from what's happening in the world. It's not a distraction. It is actually what's going to save us. So for some, it's romantic love. For some, it's just a love for humanity that they're waking up to. It's all of that, because there's so much hate and so much evil happening right now, being allowed to play out. But I really believe God allows suffering, and I mean, that's controversial probably, whatever you choose to believe. For those raised in Christian religions, and any religion that focuses on a one God, a one God religion. But I use it interchangeably. I feel like the universe is going to seek balance. The universe is only going to allow so much imbalance, if you want to look at it that way. And then it's going to restore itself. I just watched a video by an environmental scientist that I'd never seen before, that was talking about a grue jay, a bird that scientists have discovered or have found in Texas, I believe it was. It's a hybrid between a blue jay and a green jay. First of all, I'm today years old finding out there's such thing as a green jay bird. But they evolved away from each other, and now they're like mating again after millions of years, and this hybrid has been seen again. So, and the way she described it is kind of like, it's the earth is under pressure to evolve because of us, because of humans. It's kind of deep, but all that to say, things are changing swiftly to a world that we've never seen, and it's going to require us to evolve too. I'm talking about not just our consciousness, but our DNA. Our DNA is changing, our adaptability is changing, our ways of life are going to change. And it's a little scary, but it's also a little exciting if you're prepared, if you're preparing for it. So let's see if we can find out what love is going to have to do with it. For the collective. Okay, of course these cards are not going to shuffle all that great now. I'm asking for one. We're going to, okay. Universe says 2. So for the collective we get, and these cards come out. They come out quite a lot. When I've recorded readings or when I've done them personally. This one is facing, definitely giving me earthquake vibes. A split in the actual earth, the plate shifting and causing a crack in the surface of the earth. But it also looks icy. So it's like, is this a bad thing that there's a crack in the earth, or is this person on the right side of whatever's over there being separated from whatever's on that side? And the image of the tree with the clocks and apples. This one always gives me like not being dependent on time, watching time. This person has like, where they may have been staring at the clocks and at the apples, trying to watch apples grow or watch time pass. They've decided not to. Decided to look at the sunrise instead. So I feel like the collective is sort of making peace with what has happened, making peace with the divide between you and your person, or maybe even a karmic situation that you've been dealing with or have dealt with, and no longer waiting. Because what happens when you stop watching? The apples grow. The time passes anyway. Okay, so there's that. That feels like an accomplishment. Bottom of the deck is, ooh, these look like, okay, they're clearly seeds, but when you let things grow, when you let things happen on their own, and it changes your consciousness, it changes the way you think, it changes what output you get from. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah, I keep hearing people refer to, this concept that you can teach your brain anything. Because we've been thinking for so long that our brains are responsible for everything, and we just have to succumb to whatever our brains do. That's as if our brains are AI and we can't control where it goes. If it goes off the rails and we're just stuck, like I'm stuck in this pattern, I'm stuck in this way of thinking, and there's no change in it because that's just who I am. We know now, we've known for a long time, thanks to science, neuroscience, that that's not true. That we can actually lead with our heart to rewire our brain. If you rewire your brain, see where these are coming from? From the heart. They reach down as far as the heart. When you feel what you need to feel, and you change those from gaps and sadness and illness to seeds, you change the output. You can teach your brain to think positive thoughts. Just like you can stay in a loop of negativity and pessimism, you can teach it optimism. So I think you have achieved that, and that's fantastic. And especially when it comes to love, I think you are no longer waiting for whoever you've been waiting for. Not in the sense that you're anxiously waiting, the anticipatory anxiety that so much of us feel when we think, something is coming. I don't know what it is, but I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. Waiting is very different than, I'll say pining is different than being open to something that hasn't come yet. So this person can turn around at any point and pick all these delicious red apples and eat them. Because they're happening whether they're paying attention to it or not. That also feels like destiny. Destiny happens whether we do anything or not. Whatever we do, whatever detours we take on our life's path, destiny is destiny. And that's different from anything that we plant, things that we've planted, and like the fruits of the labor that we've put in that we can tangibly talk about. Like, I know I made this investment. I know I studied this thing in college, so now I get a degree. Or I know I worked 60 hours a week to start my business and to get it thriving, and now I can take a back seat because I've got employees. Like, it's just whatever that is. It's different than sitting by the phone, waiting by the window, like this Kipper deck. There's a card that's waiting. This woman is just sitting by the window doing absolutely nothing. We're not supposed to be idle. We're supposed to still look at the sun, appreciate the gaps, plant something new where there used to be bad things coming out, like the bad outcomes. And for tarot, let's see. What is your tarot confirmation? Strength, absolutely. You've shown so much strength. So much strength that, if you were one of those people that felt lonely, if you've always been a third wheel, like your friends and family are all partnered up, and I don't know where this is coming from, I'm just going with it. Feels like everybody around you is partnered up and you still don't have that person. If you're monogamous, no shade to folks that are poly, but that's just what I'm thinking about, who I'm talking to. And it may feel like, it's just never going to happen for you, but you've shown the strength to stop watching the clock, to stop watching the apples, to look at the gap. And I mean, this person could easily be turned around and look in the other direction, trying to avoid facing this, but they're facing that cavern. I see what it is. I'm even looking down to see how deep it is. Like, I'm not running from the things that I don't like anymore. I'm facing them. And I'm changing how I think. Bottom of the deck is 6 of Swords. So you may have or will soon leave for calmer waters. Leave something. Leave somebody. Leave some way of thinking. You left it behind. And the Swords are about intelligence and communication. So this may be somebody you no longer speak to, something that you no longer talk about the internal language that you have for yourself has changed. I know I'm a crybaby. Oh, that makes me so emotional. Like, for you to change your internal narrative, that loop that plays in your head, you're leaving that behind if it was bad. Going towards calmer waters, like you're speaking over yourself. You are praying for yourself. You are praying for peace. You're doing the things that bring you peace. And you're not talking to yourself like, bitch this, bitch that. I hate you. You're so stupid. You know, like, why would you do that to yourself? I'm such a jerk. I'm so dumb. I make mistakes all the time. You don't have to talk to yourself like that, because chances are there may have been somebody in your life that used to talk to you like that. So why continue that? If the external messages have stopped, don't continue it inside. You have all the power over that internally. And I think you've done it. Okay. So, about your person. The Truth Oracle. What does the Truth Oracle have to say about your person? I'm sorry, I need to light some more incense. The other one burned out while I was out of my room. I like it to burn while I'm reading. So, bear with me. Let me just... Oop, I'll set my cord on fire. I just got really, really hot. I turned my fan back on. So, as I'm pulling out your person's cards, maybe this person is really feeling some heat in, you know, two ways. In a passionate way, and maybe in a way that they feel like they need to hurry up for some reason. Because, you know, somebody that's not watching the time anymore, or watching the apples grow and speaking to themselves better and planting new seeds, is somebody who's not going to wait forever. Somebody who's not going to be in the same place they found you. So, is this somebody new or somebody you already know? Let me shuffle that one more time. Ooh, I just got so hot. Okay. Truth from your person. What is your person's truth right now? Oh. Okay. So, what hit the floor is taboo, limit, crime, forbidden love, curiosity. Look at this Bonnie and Clyde kind of look. This couple looks like, I don't know why I said Bonnie and Clyde. They look kind of antebellum. Boy, her dress is so big and flowy in there. In this embrace in the storm. Wow. That's crazy. So they see this connection as taboo. And that it's maybe they feel like they're in a storm, or they will have to face a storm to come towards you. But that embrace looks like, I don't give a damn what I have to do. I don't care what other people have to say. And it's only taboo because of what other people think, right? If it's just the two of you and nobody else knows or has any input, there's no such thing as taboo. And chew. Deep thinking, remember, solve puzzles, code word. So somebody's definitely chewing on something. They are trying to figure something out. Trying to figure out how to come towards you. Bottom of the deck is law. Lawyer, judge, police. So they're dealing with some legal issue before they can do this. Maybe that could be part of the taboo. That it would be against the law Hopefully it's not. I don't know where it'd be against the law for two consenting adults to be together, but it's definitely more so something that they have to deal with before, or currently dealing with. But they're thinking about it. They're definitely trying to figure out how to get through this storm. And now I got this Far East Tarot. It's a new deck. It's fantastic. See what Tarot has to say about your person's actions or any other clarifying message or messages. What else for Collective's person? What's happening right now? Ace of Pentacles. And definitely making new investment. They're trying to establish new, why am I hearing rootedness? I don't know if that's a word. A new foundation for sure. This is it's a yin and yang symbol, but it looks like it's some type of it's a stable foundation and water with this. Looks like a plant growing out of a rock. Like this, it just feels like all of these elements together. They don't really make sense, and there's dirt around it. In the sky with a full moon. Somebody is working on something that may come to fruition on this next full moon that we're about to have in 2 days. March 3rd, 3/3. It's also a portal. Y'all, it's about to be powerful as shit. I'm just feeling. This 3/3 portal with the full moon is about to be so powerful. And I want to say it's a full moon in Virgo, I think. So Virgo could be significant for this person or for you. Let me make sure that's right. Bear with me. I'm gonna check the Googles for it's an eclipse. We have a total lunar eclipse on March 3rd. Will turn the moon blood red for billions across of North America, Australia, and East Asia. Holy crap. So, Jesus, it's also considered a worm moon. WORM. About between 6 and 7 a.m. Eastern time. Hold on, I still want to know what sign it's in. Is it significant? I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm taking so much time. It is in Virgo. So, it's going to be a huge energy. And Virgo is going to... and we're also in a retrograde. Holy crap. Okay. And the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's going to be exposed somehow. Because this is the card of a victory after a long battle. And a public victory. So, something they're doing that has to do with legal situation. It's going to lead them to a new rootedness. And it's going to be public somehow. So what about the third party? Whatever third party influence in your connection. we need to know about today? This deck is interesting. I don't know what's going to come out, but I want to see what third-party influence is involved in this connection. I'm feeling one more shuffle. One more. And I just heard a motorbike outside. Something's coming fast. Okay. What karmic influence? It just came out and flipped back over. Thought it was going to be upright. It was not. What's the karmic influence in this connection, Spirit? Okay, we got 2 cards. Receipts ready. These 2 have come out every time I've used this deck so far. In the last like 24 hours, 48 hours. Evidence is lining up. Messages reveal motives. Truth is undeniable. There may be some karmic situation that's involves a crime that's been committed. Evidence is lining up. There's a picture of a phone. Either there's actual admissible evidence for a crime, like a punishable crime, something that is illegal, or it's just screenshots of, I mean, maybe both. Somebody's got some screenshots of something, some accounts showing up, something that's potentially illegal. And bet on yourself. Your potential is worth the risk. Your courage builds opportunity. You are your best investment. And I was scrolling when I was trying to stop scrolling earlier, and just saw that Bruno Mars has a new song called Risk It All. I'm not a huge Bruno Mars fan, but it just had like a teaser video of a woman in a veil, clearly a bridal veil, and he's like dressed like a mariachi band. He's so interesting. And I think it's DJ Rashida. I follow her too. She's an awesome DJ. But I think the 2 of them are together. Maybe an unlikely couple. I don't know. Maybe there's something taboo about their relationship. I didn't look into it. But the song title, Risk It All, felt significant. Somebody's risking it all for a taboo situation. For a chance at a new foundation that makes absolutely no sense. That seems hard to explain or impossible to explain. This, I mean, it's not impossible for plants to grow through concrete, obviously. You see it all the time. If there's any break in the concrete, then a plant can grow through it, or even push its way through the concrete and crack it like this. So we've got earth, water, concrete, and the moon. This eclipse is going to be super powerful. The bottom of the deck is level up season. I know that's right. Your mindset is changing. New versions of you are emerging. You're ready for the next stage. I was talking about the upgrades, y'all. There's upgrades because we need them. We have to evolve. You know, people that have been trying to resist evolving, you're going to be forced. It's going to be so important, like in so many arenas of our life. In love, people are going to have to leave karmic partners. They're going to be basically ripped away from you if you won't let go, because they're not for you. If you have a calling on your life and you're supposed to do something for humanity, for other people, even just folks in your neighborhood, like things that you've been holding on to that do not serve you are going to be pried out of your fingers. It sounds like a threat, but it's like, I've lived it. The things that I was holding on to so tightly and for dear life were literally ripped out of my hands. You know, material things, a certain status, a certain job, relationships, people that were literally harming me and continuing to harm me. were ripped out of my life. And they're not, as far as I know, they are still with us on the earthly realm. But it looks like being ghosted. It looks like you meeting a new person, and like, even if you don't form a new relationship, realizing this, your eyes open to what you were putting up with. And it's abrupt. It's not like gradual. It is just like oh my God, I've been under a spell, maybe. Literally and figuratively for some people. But it's like, God and universe does not want us to be stuck, because we can't afford to be stuck right now. All of us need to be in on this. We need all hands on deck. And for some of us, it is love. It is love that's going to motivate us. It's love that's going to get us to the next level, that will motivate us to do the work that we're supposed to do in a partnership with somebody that we're in love with. It's, relying on people that you've never thought you'd ever rely on. Using your community, building community. And in this case, the collective is going to get a partner to help with that. Even if you've been waiting and you're tired of waiting, it will not be in vain. Because what else about this karmic situation? It is making folks level up. Maybe leaving a profession that you never thought you would ever leave. I know I'm thinking about it myself. Like, it was never my intention to stay forever, but really considering, okay, well, what's next? It's scary to think about, but it's something I think a lot of us are about to be faced with, like, imminently. And as I was journaling earlier, I was envisioning, like, walking into a tree that, stay with me. This is just a vision, just a visualization, like walking into this big, beautiful, the trunk of this tree that as soon as I go in, it takes me to another reality. And the phrase I heard was, with my, it's clairaudience. It's not actually hearing a voice, but it's the knowing. The phrase was, there's going to be a tear in the fabric of your reality. And if anybody's paying attention, that's happened. Like, our reality is changing rapidly right now. Whether you accept it, whether you've already been embracing it, if you've had a head start, like some of us. If you're watching this video, you may have had a head start. But a lot of people are going to be forced to deal with that tear in the fabric of our reality, because it is upon us. It's not coming, it's here. And for me, it's Christ consciousness. It has been here, and we're just waking up to it. Some of us are accepting it and embracing it. Whatever you want to call it. It may not be Christ consciousness for you. It may just be new earth. It may be a collective awakening. But it's changing everything. Okay, some Egyptian tarot for this energy. 4 of Swords. So, what may seem like a contradiction to everything I've just said, but we need to rest. We also need to rest. So somebody that your person is also in this 4 of Swords energy, deep thinking, remembering, chewing on something. Like, when you're chewing, you're processing. When you're chewing your food, you're literally processing matter between your teeth, and then your body processes it when you start extracting the nourishment from it. But that also is a state of rest. Should be anyway. Like, when we're moving around while we're eating, it's kind of competing with your body's desire to slow down, to be able to digest your food and to masticate your food. I'm using all these words I haven't used since biology, but it's your body's being called to rest. And see, this music sounds like it just turned up. It happens all the time. I swear I didn't touch it. And it sounds like they just turned the volume up on me. Somebody's turning the volume up. Something's louder. Something they may have been avoiding. Something they've been trying to ignore. Same thing. It's a synonym. It's getting louder. It's getting harder to put it off. It's getting harder to pretend it's not there, to turn a blind eye to it. And since we're on the karmic row, somebody has to accept. They've been still long enough to accept that your person is building elsewhere, is taking it public. So they're not trying to do this. I feel like there is some level of silence, some level of secretive movements, but it's not going to stay that way. And again, that's one of my personal quotes, is that if you are expected to keep a secret forever, that's a lie. It is no longer a secret. So somebody is keeping something in secret until they can reveal that, the truth of the matter. And the bottom of that deck is the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny is at play. Destiny is at play. And sometimes that means you don't get what you thought you were going to get. You don't get the outcome that you thought you were going to get. Some place that's been taking advantage of you or your person, I'm thinking workplace, is about to lose you. They're about to have to replace you because you're going to leave. Your person's going to leave. You're both going to run off into the sun at sunset together and stop looking at these damn apples and the timepieces, you know, like, and maybe that will happen. I hope it does for you. But if destiny's at play, nothing and no one can stand in the way of it. I'm going to say that again. Nothing and no one can stand in the way of it. If you're at the airport and your flight is delayed, nothing can stand in the way of your destiny. It's delayed for a reason. It's divine intervention. It's a redirection. It's protection. So if you've been waiting, if you've been dealing with facing something hard and instead planting new seeds for yourself, you're on the right track. That is strength, to be able to let go of expectations, to be able to let go of a narrative that you created or somebody else created for you, to allow God to work through you, help you plant new seeds, and to stop talking to yourself crazy. That doesn't get us anywhere. It keeps us stuck. All right, we'll wrap it up with some charms. Put them right down the middle. I like this. I like this a lot. Spirit, give us some charms. Looks like a parrot. Could be any bird, but I'm seeing a parrot sitting in this little ring. Parrots repeat things. Parrots. This is about that, speaking to yourself repetitively, saying good things to yourself repetitively, and saying it around in an echo chamber. I'm hearing, like, when you talk in front of a bird that can speak, it's like an echo chamber. They repeat things back to you. So maybe you need to be like that bird and say it so much that it reverberates in your soul, that it becomes automatic. It becomes the thing that you hear when you speak, the positive things. Taurus, could be significant for you or your person or any earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus season. Don't do timing, but that could be significant around May, mid-May, early June. That is not right. It is late April, early May. I'm sorry. Yeah, April to May. Another tree. Trees are about, and this particular image of a tree gives me generational. This throat just got super dry. Family tree. Generational abundance. Maybe even children are significant. to this karmic situation. Also getting something, whatever this law situation is about, could be resolved by Taurus season. It's just a energy for today. That may not be the case, but possibly. One more. This Cobra. I pulled this Cobra. Actually, I've pulled that Cobra more than once. Let's see what... See what a spiritual meaning of a Cobra is. I know what's coming to mind for me, but I just want to get some other input on that. Cobras are about potent transformation, intense focus, protection, and the awakening of inner Kundalini energy. Remember how hot I said and I just dropped on the floor. Remember how hot I said I was at the beginning of this reading? Somebody's having a Kundalini awakening, and of course it could cause a storm. It's causing a storm for somebody. It's pushing them into this change, this new investment. You're getting the law involved. They're getting the law involved somehow. It's whatever I just said. Sophisticated. Yeah, it is. It is going to be a potent transformation, all right. And I think the work that the collective has been doing, independent of this situation, is going to lead to this and this. Using this. Destiny is going to play out no matter what any karmic person or situation has been trying to do to stop it. It's going to play out. The Wheel of Fortune is turning. Ace of Swords underneath that. It's the truth. So, hard work pays off. It most certainly does. In whatever endeavor you embark on, it pays off. So, congratulations on sticking to your guns, staying the course. Why did I say sticking to your guns? I hardly ever say that. Has a lot of implications with all the gun violence in this country and in this world, but it also gives me, because of what it means, is you believe no matter what's happening around you, just like this person has, that you could walk away from that and it would still happen. It's level up season, baby. And the wheel is turned. This eclipse is about to bring it all out. So, that's nice. I love that. And I love you. I thank you for watching. This is from my imagination to yours.